Hello, everybody. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day. Just want everyone to know everything in this video is alleged and in my opinion only. I'm just here to just have a little chit chat, a little talking based off of last night's episode, my reaction to last night's episode. Um, my biggest takeaway from last night's episode was I appreciated Melody being straight up and upfront with Kiki as to in regards to how she felt about what happened. I felt like with Kiki, with everything that was going on, I felt like if her and Mel were the friends that she felt like they were, then she should have been able to come to her and have a conversation. I understand conflicts and confrontation everybody don't like, and some people try to avoid those things. However, I don't feel like Kiki is one of those people because baby, last season flipped the whole we be honest, last season or however long you've been on here, you've been arguing with your cousin and her husband the whole time. So I can't get with the you don't like confrontation because hell, you've been in the middle of conflict since you've been on the dang on show. So I can't rock and roll with that one. Now, if you want somebody else to believe it, maybe somebody else will. But on this end, I ain't feeling it. No, I'm just not. Martell, his situation, feel like with Martell, he he lacks accountability in a lot of situations. And I fought Mama Marlene, if I want to call her Mama Marlene, but I fought his mom for that because she enables Martell and all of his bull. Now, I know you done been through whatever you've been through with Melody. Y'all divorced, you have 4 kids together. However, even in that, you don't take responsibility or accountability in everything that you've done. You downplay everything that has happened and you feel like you entitled to do the pull that you do. Like it's supposed to be okay that you've cheated on a woman for Lord knows how many years. But if we being honest, I don't think there is a woman alive that can say they've never been cheated on. We've all been through it at some point in time. It it hurts. It does. And you have to make the decision to move on for yourself. Everybody isn't equipped to do that. And some people it takes longer for them to do it. But at some point you're gonna have to make the decision to move on for yourself. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I've been through a heartbreak or 2 or 3 in my life, but who hasn't? It hurts. You deal with it, then you move on. I don't feel like Martell wants. I feel like he didn't expect her to leave, and even after she left, it seems as though he's thinks at some point she's gonna be like, "Oh, I'm on my way back. I'm coming back." But she has told him time and time again that she ain't coming back. Now, as far as Maurice and Marceau giving advice, uh, that's laughable with the way Marceau has downplayed everything that his wife well, I feel like he belittles his wife a lot. And Tisha acts like She's trying to be the submissive, supportive wife, but it just feels like she has to ask his approval for everything. I understand being married and supporting your spouse through thick and thin. I just don't feel like she's getting that support back. I could be wrong. That's just the vibe that I'm getting from what I see. It just it don't give me that, they're totally she's getting everything that she needs from Marcel. It looks like she be wanting approval from him that he doesn't give her. And it just I hate that for her. Cause I feel like if she really presented herself in a professional way, as she states that she's a professional, she could actually, make a difference and show her kids better. Because you don't want to be taking so much from a man and you got daughters looking at you and then they're gonna be like, my mama dealt with this, so I should be able to deal with it too. You don't want that for your kids. You just don't. Sunny Mix. um Sonny and Moses. Look, I'm not the biggest Destiny fan. I'm not. However, the whole situation with Sonny and Moses, I don't like it. I feel like, regardless as to whether or not you and Destiny were friends, you were her producer. You were in her space. You was in her personal space. You was in her personal space for a while. So even if I mean, I understand Destiny might not have told you a whole lot because even we knew she was hard to get stuff out of because she was very closed off. You couldn't tell she wasn't very forthcoming with anything. However, I still feel like you all were too close, not so much as being friends, but you crossed the line regardless as to how you want to put it. You crossed the line, and you say you didn't start talking to him till what, a year after you left the show, and him and Destiny had been broken up for 5 months. But according to Moses, him and Destiny had never officially broken up. So in my mind, you were watching that man the whole time Destiny was with him. When he was coming around, you was giving him the wink wink. Hey, I'm with it. I'm with it when you with it. That's how it's looking to me. Hey, that's just my opinion. It is just my opinion. That's just how it's looking. That's how it's coming across. And it could very well be wrong. Now, being as that y'all were in such close proximity to each other for however long that you were, you definitely needed to have a conversation with Destiny. Um, I don't know who should have had the conversation first. I don't know if it's even going to be a good conversation because I feel like y'all just going to be sitting there arguing because the only thing you're going to be talking about is, I'm the wife. I'm the wife. Okay. Okay. You the wife. You are now. But at the same time, you took her, what they call it, sloppy seconds or thirds or fourths, because according to you, by your own admission, Homeboy had multiple women in different area codes, and you were one of them. But hey, if you like it, I love it, baby girl. I'm gonna sit here and watch your big forehead and laugh at it. But hey, make it do what it do. I don't agree with it, but we're gonna let you do what you do. Who else on the show? Now, Kimmy. I wasn't really feeling that little slick down do that she had. But when it came to her natural hair, even though the slick down do was her natural hair, I just didn't like how it looked. And I know I'm all over the place with what I'm saying. I'm just trying to remember what I watched last night. I didn't like the little dude. And based off of what the previews for the season supposed to be. That's not Maurice and Kimmy are supposed to be doing business with Marceau and Tisha. And I guess it's going to cause a conflict in the family. That's going to be interesting because, according to Marceau's own mouth during his deposition, he's never built anything. So we're going to see how this play out. But if I'm not mistaken, he stated that him and Maurice used to build a long time ago. They wanted to start building together. So if that's the case, why Maurice can't build his own, remodel his own mom and pop shop? Why he can't do it? Why he can't get his? Aren't all the brothers supposedly in construction? Yes, but I just feel like if you can do it, or if you were doing it, do it yourself. That's just me, in my opinion. No, Miss Stormy, Miss Stormy been going from person to person, um, trying to be the therapist. She's the therapist for the group. I don't know how that gonna work out because being you have to be, even when she was talking to Kiki, and Kiki was lying her butt off. Kiki was just lying and deflecting and not trying to take accountability. You sat there and you blamed everything on your mama. On your mama, girl. How you blamed everything on your mama? Because we've been honest. How did your mama even know anything about this particular blogger for her to go to him? She knew y'all had a relationship. How did she know y'all had a relationship? You told her? Because this conversation, this wasn't the first conversation that was had. Y'all have had multiple conversations. So your mom knew who to reach out to. She did. And even with that, if you felt like he was giving out false information, or it wasn't the way that you felt like you divulged it to your mom, when it came out, you weren't really, you were trying to accuse him of lying, even though you knew you had had the conversation. What you were doing, calling his bluff? Wanted to see if he was really going to put it out. It got put out, and you got, shown to be a liar. So now don't nobody believe anything you say. You just, as you said, you're a hothead, and you are one of those. You need to work on that very much so. But who else we have? Ooh. That was about it, wasn't it? I don't think nobody else was on there because I don't know what Maurice and um Kimmy gonna give us this season outside of, I guess Maurice and Kimmy and Tisha and Marceau are gonna be each other's storylines this month. I mean this year, this season, outside of them blaming the millimeters for everything. Um, I don't know why, because people don't like you. They're calling people ignorant and deplorable and miserable. I don't feel like all millimeters are doing all the things they're getting blamed for. I feel like at this point it could just be people really that just don't like you, and they do stuff knowing they're gonna blame the millimeter. So why not? Because it could be a person that's not an affiliation of anybody, but because they know that you're going to blame the millimeters, why not do it? They're not going to get the blame for it. They're not going to get the blame for it. It could be uh, this is just my thoughts. I'm just stating opinions. It could be, let's say, and this is not to say any of them is doing any of this. I'm just saying, if it was a fan of, say, Stormies, some of the fans of Stormies may not like how the millimeters have been, going at Stormy. So what they'll do, allegedly, is they go do something. They go make a phone call. They go do this, that, or third, and you're not gonna think it's a Stormy meter. You're gonna think it's a millimeter, because if anything is done towards Tisha or Marceau or Kimmy or Maurice, it's not gonna be anybody else's fans outside of the millimeter. Personally, I just don't think millimeters are doing that. I think they're getting blamed for. Don't get me wrong, some of them are. I just feel like they getting a lot of flack for a lot of stuff that they really are not doing. They're getting blamed for stuff that they're not doing. But at this point, that's what it is. That's just what it is at this point. Somebody need to take Marlene and Martell and just get them a nice old good old fashioned belt from back in the day. Time to bed and beat the crap out of them. Maybe they'll learn. I don't see Martell learning anything though, because they were sitting there talking about it went in one ear and out the other. If we been honest, I don't even think it went in. I don't. I didn't think it went in, much less talking about came out. It didn't go in because he's just so stubborn and obstinate and just fucked up. But maybe he'll get better one day. I don't see it. Need to have some serious, intense, deep therapy. But I see Mel's new song charting. It's it's charting. So I'm waiting on him to come out and cry about that. And I saw he had a picture. I'm assuming that's a picture with, he was probably somewhere and a fan, or it not, maybe not even a fan, somebody that, watches the show, recognized them and wanted a picture. That's just me and how I'm looking at it. I could be wrong. But it's just me and my 2 cents on this whole situation. But that's it for me for today. That's all I got. That's all I got to give. But let me know what you think. And I'll talk to you guys later. Have a great day.